Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and Happy New Year everyone. Today I've got a game for you in the Forrest Sherman. Paired up with my friends Atam and Valkyrie. Atam in his Kerr first and Valkyrie in his Des Moines. So, pretty aggressive play at the start of this game. I want to get control and eyes on the centre of the map. We see a Schlieffen coming in from the north. And I've got a feeling there'll be an enemy DD lurking around here somewhere. So we're going to see if we can do anything about that. Now, obviously, this is an arms race game, okay, so the DDs are going to want to contest the buff points. We've got an increased reload speed already, which is nice. I mean, on the Forrest Sherman, that's debatable, I suppose, anyway, isn't it? Because the reload is so fast anyway. But I do notice that that buff does increase the speed of the reload on these guns throughout the course of this game. So just reversing out the smoke to avoid the Udaloy's fish. And the enemy Schlieffen does seem keen to push the centre of the map. So I'm going to send some torpedoes. I mean, the Patry's going to cross the map maybe, potentially. So a couple of torpedoes out, and it's time to shoot up the Schlieffen. Open up with the sap. Change to the HE to try and get a fire on the guy. And I'm detected by Hydro, but I moved in such a way that I could easily get into cover behind this island. And the Schlieffen took a huge hit there. I think Atam hit him for a massive amount of damage. Udaloy is very keen. So I'm going to reverse back into the smoke here, because he's very close. He could easily get detected by my Hydro. Patry takes a torpedo, damaging his steering, and yeah, here we go. I don't think the Udaloy's going to last too long there. He's under fire from Valkyrie in his Des Moines and myself, and we take him out quite easily. Now these torpedoes are an issue. So yeah, I took an unfortunate one there. I thought I might be able to turn just in time to miss that, but I didn't. You know, still got 10,000 health, so you know, all is not lost. And it's time to shoot up the Patry that's running away from the centre, so we'll see if we can set him on fire. And there we go, it's a nice fire started. And a second fire. I'm feeling he might have damage con that first fire, because yeah, he's still taking damage. The Pommen comes into view, my smoke screen's run out, but you know what the hell, let's shoot him up, see if we can set this chap on fire as well. And he's on fire. Switch to the sap, get some superstructure damage, hopefully. And yeah, went under fire from the Patry that thankfully missed, who is still on fire, and yeah, so not a bad opening sequence here really. Quite happy with the ticking damage that I've managed to achieve. So the plan is to go back into the centre and see what we can see. RZ-52 just taken out the enemy Alvaro de Bazan, which is great. Pommen's still knocking about up there, visible. I could take some shots on him, but to be honest, I don't want to risk that just yet. I want to drive up into the buff circles and hopefully stay undetected. And if there's a keen DD around here somewhere that wants to challenge, there's me and a kit of Kazi here now, so we're firmly in control of the centre, which is how I want to keep this match. I want to control this centre. So you can see that the ship is actually healing, and I'm sat on top of a heal buff as well, which is great if we can get this one as well. Now it looks as though the enemy are trying to flank round on the east, so I'm going to turn the ship round, see if we can get eyes on this Begonia that's pushing through. Valkyrie's moving into the centre, so I'm going to give him some smoke. Bit of dual purpose smoke here for me and my friend. And Atam's reasonably healthy, but he's taking a little bit of focused fire there because he's kind of the only battleship on the eastern flank. So we'll get some shots into this Begonia. Doing some fairly consistent damage there.
Smoke screen set.
And the Condé comes into view, and hopefully between me and Valkyrie we can hopefully finish this guy off. Torch coming in from the rear. Yeah, it's a lot of torpedoes. Kind of misjudged this a little bit. I probably could have just gone forward a little ways and turned the boat, but the Sherman really doesn't like to turn. It's like a bit of a brick, really. It's not the easiest ship to manoeuvre DD wise, so obviously I want to support Atam here. Begonia's rounded the corner. As soon as I go undetected in the smoke, I'll open up with the sap, see if we can get some superstructure damage going on. And we do. We're getting some decent damage into him. And he goes down. That was an important kill. I didn't want to see my buddy go down there. So now my attention turns to the battery in the bomber in the north.
Our team has taken the lead.
I find it tricky to get a lock on these guys, and I waste a few seconds there just trying to get a lock. And that happens again later on in the match. But yeah, I'm getting a bit of damage into the Petrie, and then onto the Pommer. Sort of spread the lug around a bit. He's moving forward slowly. Kind of aiming just above the deck height and getting some fairly consistent hits there. Probably should have used HE there to cause some more fires, but well, the sap's doing the damage, which is fine. So we see a Summers dead north of my position, and he's the perpetrator of all those fish in the water. Now we get a strike team, which is lovely, and all this time my boat's been healing back, and I'm nearly at 16,000 hit points, which is fine. Hydro's back up. So I'm going to contest this next heal buff point. Oh, there's a black about, and you can see him off to the right there, 8.2 kilometres away, but I don't want to open fire on him just yet. I want to get into the northern part of the main capture circle. I really want to get eyes on the Summers and do a number on him if I can. Pommen's on extremely low health there. Detected. So that means the Summers spotting me, definitely. Black's trying to get some shots into me, but I think we'll put him off. Just just open up in this general direction. And he's using his radar, but I don't think he's keen to come out in front of the Forrest Sherman's guns, really. Pommon's kind of sat on the corner there. I'm going to discourage him from coming out as well. Thankfully, none of the other enemy ships fired at me whilst I was spotted there, which was quite lucky, really. So yeah, the black is reversing around the corner. I'm not sure why, really. And for some reason the lock there was a bit slow, but I do manage to take him down in fairly short order. The shells certainly weren't going where I was aiming them. Some more Summers torps inbound. These are fairly easy to avoid. And we're going to be taking this capture area in less than a minute. So my job is just to be here, really, block the cap. Haven't got range on the Patry. Got range on the Pommon though. He's decided he's just going to go for it, I think. Haven't got much choice. Start getting some decent superstructure hits into him and he doesn't last long. And yeah, healed back to nearly 23,000 hit points. Summers comes into view. Unfortunately I can only use the front gun, but I do manage to get a couple of hits on him there for reasonable damage.
Our victory is in sight. Torpedoes, dead ahead.
And he sent some more torpedoes. I was expecting those, so you know I was kind of focused in that direction. Clausewitz, tier 11 ship, and needs some shells, I think, so we'll shoot him up. At this point we've got the cap circle and the points are rising rapidly in our favour. He hits me for a little bit of damage, but you know what, I'm hitting him for more. Sat really does a number on ships. Unfortunately he's now out of range. Bit of a victory salvo there. So yeah, he took quite a bit of health off me, but I did plenty of damage to him as well. And now I want to find the Summers, of course. But you know what? We've just won the game. So that'll do. Yes, pretty decent game in the Sherman there. With my buddies. 3 kills. 2.4k base XP. In fact, we all did reasonably well in that game. So yeah, I got the Pommon, Udaloi, the black. Plenty of damage into the Patry. Bit into the Clausewitz and the Schlieffen. Earned a few credits. So yeah, quite a successful outing. And Happy New Year everybody again. And thanks for watching. Alright, catch you again soon hopefully. Okay, bye bye, take care.